Welcome back. Today we are making a peanut butter, dark chocolate, high protein, low carbohydrate cookie. I'm Dr. Joanette. I'm your longevity expert. I love to create healthy longevity recipes that will keep your brain fueled all day long and your body healthy. So let's get cooking and make another delicious, healthy longevity recipe. To get started, we are going to start by adding our wet ingredients to a large mixing bowl. I'm adding 3/4 of a cup of natural peanut butter. This is homemade peanut butter, but you can also buy, I think Adams makes natural peanut butter. If you scroll down to the links below, there's a link there that'll take you out to where you can get some Adams natural peanut butter. In other words, you want peanut butter that has no additives, no sugar, no oil, nothing added to it, just peanuts ground up, basically. And to that peanut butter, I am adding 1/2 of a cup of melted coconut oil. Coconut oil has MCTs, medium chain triglycerides. Medium chain triglycerides get converted in your liver to ketone bodies. Ketones are an extra source of energy for your brain, for your body. So MCTs, coconut oil, are a great addition to anything you're cooking. Next, I'm adding 1/3 of a cup of sugar-free maple syrup. Again, link below if you want to know where you can purchase what I'm using today. And for some extra deliciousness, about a teaspoon of vanilla, give or take. I'm going to mix that all up. You want it to be this part of it to be very runny, because we're going to be mixing in a lot of dry ingredients. Our protein in this is going to come from our peanut butter, from nuts, from peanut butter powder, from vital proteins with collagen powder, and from our chia seeds, as well as our almond flour. You can see this is a nice kind of goopy mixture here. If you find it's too thick, you can always microwave it a little bit to thin it out. We're going to set that aside right now and grab another bowl. And to that, we are going to add our protein powder, 1 cup of protein powder. If you're dairy-free, you can just get dairy-free protein powder, peanut butter powder. All of this gives you about 17, maybe 18 grams of protein per cookie, and only 4 carbohydrates, which is great. When I was making these cookies, my inspiration for them was the Kind bars. I love the peanut butter dark chocolate Kind bar, but it has a lot of carbohydrates. It's got about 9 grams of added sugar, a total of about 18 grams of carbohydrates, and it's relatively low in protein, only about 7 grams of protein. This is pretty much opposite. This has about 17 grams of protein and only 4 grams of carbohydrates. So much better for you. And every bit as delicious, in my opinion. To our wet ingredients, I'm going to add our dry powders here and mix them all in. And then it'll be time to add our mix-ins. With that extra peanut butter powder, these cookies are super peanut buttery. If you don't want to make them into cookies, you could just press this into about an 8 by 8 inch pan and make them into bars, quicker and easier. This recipe is going to make about 12 cookies, but the bars would be smaller. You'd probably get close to 20 bars out of them. That's looking good. And I want to chop up my almonds. I've got a cup of almonds, and they need to be coarsely chopped. So I've got a food chopper here that I love. Links below again. And I just give it a few quick chops, and sometimes there's a couple of nuts that didn't really get chopped very much. I'll just kind of chop them up just a bit more by hand. If you're enjoying this recipe, thank you for subscribing and also for sharing with somebody who loves Kind bars but would like a healthier alternative. We've got all our nuts chopped and into our mixing bowl. To that, we're adding another 1/2 cup of, these are sugar-free dark chocolate chips, links below. 1/4 of a cup of sugar-free coconut, what I call coconut crumbles, or you could get also the sugar-free coconut or unsweetened coconut flakes, and 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. Now comes the fun part. We're gonna mix that all up. Just wanna just keep mixing and folding till everything's all incorporated. It's a lot of deliciousness when it comes to those mix-ins. And we are ready to make our cookies. I prepared a cookie pan here. These are a no-bake cookie. And I have a 2 tablespoon cookie scoop and a biscuit cutter, or could be like a souffle collar, I guess. I use it to shape my cookies. And we're gonna put that right into this and use this as just press it down real good and use it as a mold for the cookie. We got a total of 14 cookies instead of the 12 that I thought it would probably make. Depends, sometimes I get 14, sometimes I get 12, sometimes I get 13. Just depends how thick I make them. Now we're gonna get them right into the refrigerator. I'm gonna wash my hands first. We're gonna chill them for 2 hours till they're nice and firm. Then we're gonna bring them out, dip them in some more dark chocolate, extra deliciousness, and they'll be done. Cookies are all cooled and out of the refrigerator. If you're short on time, you can put them in the freezer for about 20 minutes, half an hour, and they'll be nice and chilled. I have melted up here 3 ounces of sugar-free dark chocolate. It's 70% cocoa. When you're eating chocolate, you want it to be at least 70% cocoa to get all of the benefits of dark chocolate, the flavonoids, the antioxidants, and all of the things that make it so delicious and good for our brain and our body. I'm gonna start dipping these into the chocolate. The bottom is nice and flat. I dip the bottom in and then I flip them over. And sometimes if it isn't coated, I'll just smooth it a little bit with my fingers. Reminds me of finger painting when I was in probably kindergarten. I don't know. We can get that one coated a little better. Maybe do a couple of little dips here. One more dip. There we go. That's better. It still needs a little bit more chocolate. Much better. Bit messy. Now that I'm getting down to the bottom, I'm gonna just use a little offset spatula to get the chocolate on the last of them there. Chip in that one. And if you run out of chocolate, you can always melt up a little bit more. This would have been just right for about 12 cookies. We had 14, so it's a little on the thin side. And these are gonna go in the refrigerator for about another half hour or so, just until that chocolate firms up real good. And once that chocolate is firmed up, they are amazing. Let's give them a try. Chocolate on one side, look a lot like a peanut butter, or actually a chocolate chip cookie on the other side. These are peanut butter, dark chocolate, high protein, low carbohydrate cookies that taste a lot like the Kind bar. So let's give them a try. That was chewy, chocolatey, peanut buttery, yummy, delicious. Any more adjectives? I'll let you add them in the comments below. Thank you for joining me today. And for that full recipe, go to my website, growwithdrjoanette.com, where you'll find this recipe as well as lots of other healthy longevity recipes. We'll see you next time on the Dr. Joanette channel.